Colorado Springs firefighters are still at the scene of a grass fire near Fillmore and Centennial. Right now, it's just south of the VA clinic.
KRDO News Channel 13's Chase Golightly is live near that fire. Chase, what can you tell us? What are you seeing out there?
Lauren Bard, right now we know that this fire is about 2 acres in size, and while we can't see flames from this vantage point, you can definitely see the smoke just beyond this ridge right over here. CSFD saying that this fire was called in just before 3 o'clock, and at this time they have 5 brush trucks and 3 fire engines here on scene. You can definitely see that the wind is pushing that smoke to the north for right now, the wind not being too much of a factor. CSFD telling us that the fire is currently moving very slowly, which is giving them a little bit of an upper hand in battling these flames. Now, as to what started this fire in this first place, they have not released that information at this time, but just looking at this area, you can see all these trails right here, meaning that people could come through here, but we're also seeing what appears to be some tents in the area, meaning that some people could have been staying here overnight. But like I said, we're still waiting for confirmation on what exactly started this fire, and at this time, we still don't know how long crews will be out here and trying to get these flames down. But like I said, in the last update that we had, it was only about 2 acres in size, and hopefully this wind won't spread it any further than what it is right now. But for more on wind conditions and your weather, let's send things over to Mary Matthews for a look at that. Mary.
Yeah, it's a great point, Chase, because, you know, if the winds were a lot stronger today, we'd be talking about an entirely different story. Thankfully, high pressure is in control across the southwest. Maybe you're not familiar exactly what that means, dynamically speaking, but high pressure is sinking air. If you're right underneath an area of high pressure, which is right here through the Intermountain West, you're getting very, very calm winds just due to that sinking air, that subsidence that high pressure offers. It does compress the surface, though, and that does allow those temperatures to heat up a lot quicker through the day, so that's kind of a component to the fire danger. But as we all know, the winds can certainly be the worst ingredient to have when you are enduring very dry fuels across the state, which is what we have with our latest drought monitor, even suggesting most of the state under some type of drought. So thankfully, the winds are not a major component today, and look at this, you can actually tell where that high pressure is more dominant across the state because our winds are fairly light. But then you go towards the southeastern plains of Springfield and up towards parts of the Central Plains, and look at these strong winds that are showing up here across Baca County and areas into the southeastern corner of the state. That is really coming in across parts of the eastern sections of New Mexico, upper level area of high pressure here across parts of central and southern Oklahoma. Is also kind of giving us that counterclockwise spin that is also leading to that southerly flow across the region. Winds are going to continue to increase overnight tonight. You'll notice across parts of Springfield and Lamar, 40-mile-per-hour gusts can be expected, so you will feel those winds start to increase, but we will stay pretty calm here across the Pikes Peak region for this evening. Temperatures will be in the 30s and 40s, so pretty mild for this evening. We'll talk more about your Easter weekend forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Mary, thanks. Also a great day for opening day of Major League Baseball, and for the first time in well over a year, Rockies fans are watching in person at Coors Field.
The Rockies open the season against the Los Angeles Dodgers. KRDO News Channel 13 Sports Director Rob Namnoom making us all a little bit envious. He's live there from Coors Field. Rob, how's it going?
Lauren, it's going pretty well. I'm soaking in the sunshine on a beautiful Thursday afternoon here in the Mile High City. Now, I heard 2 gentlemen as they were walking into Coors Field today. One said, "It's so good to finally be home," and the other one said, "Man, it has been a long year." Well, it has been a long year. Due to the pandemic, no Rockies fans walked through those turnstiles at all last season. Today was a much different story. Rockies fans enthusiastic today for the home opener against the Dodgers. They were able to buy fries and hot dogs and watch some baseball. They also wore their Charlie Blackmon unis and, yes, sadly, their old Nolan Arenado jerseys. Some say absence makes the heart grow fonder, and that's how Rockies fans feel about their team. How nice is it for you to be here on opening day when you weren't able to last year?
Oh, it's just so exciting to be back here, you know? It is. Rockies!
You can't beat it. Even if you're not a baseball fan, there's nothing like opening day and the actual atmosphere of opening day. May not be 100%, but it's still the feel of opening day. Gotta love it.
Yeah, and Rockies fans are loving what they're seeing thus far. Rockies leading the Dodgers in the 5th inning by a score of 4-2. And let me tell you guys, there's more than 21,000 fans inside of Coors Field there, and it feels like a lot more. But a lot of Rockies fans, and there are a good amount of Dodgers fans. I talked to a Dodger fan before today's game. He bought tickets and then bought a plane ticket to come watch the Dodgers, the defending World Series champs, play on opening day, day one of the Major League Baseball season. We'll have much, much more coming from Coors Field tonight on KRDO News Channel 13 at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Reporting live from Coors Field, Rob Namnoon for KRDO News Channel 13 Sports.
I think for that coverage, we need to get in one of those Smurf visors. What do you think?
With the crazy hair in the back?
Exactly,
That'd be awesome.
yeah. Well, amid a small spike in COVID-19 case numbers, Teller County is now moving back a level on the COVID dial, meaning tighter restrictions for businesses. KRDO News Channel 13, Sydney Stell is live in Woodland Park with how locals are reacting. Sydney?
I spent all day here at Woodland Park, and I can tell you almost everyone I spoke with was frustrated with this news, as the step back will not be easy on most. These new restrictions mean reduced capacity at most businesses like restaurants, gyms, and retail shops. It also pushes last call for restaurants back 1 hour from 2 a.m. to 1 a.m. The change is thanks to 39 new cases in Teller County over the last week, despite only one person being hospitalized countywide. I spoke with Woodland Park City Councilman Jim Paff today. He's also a local business owner, and he was not pleased with this move.
Oh, I think it's horrible that we're moving back. It's interesting in counties like Teller County, which has such a small population, that a minor tick up in numbers, which may not represent any trend at all, would be the criteria for moving us to yellow. You know, they say trust the science. There's no science behind moving Teller County to yellow.
Now, his opinion, of course, does not represent everyone. I spoke with a local gun shop owner as well. He seemed very unsurprised with the move. He thinks tighter restrictions are actually a good thing in Teller County. Hear from him and find out why he thinks these restrictions should stick around. But for now, live in Woodland Park, I'm Sydney Stell, KRDO News Channel 13.
Right, Sydney, thanks. By the way, pretty big number of new cases for El Paso County as well today. We'll have that in our next half hour. Today, we remember El Paso County Deputy Jeff Hopkins lost to COVID-19 1 year ago today. His fellow deputies held a remembrance ceremony to honor Hopkins this morning.
He was absolutely a kind gentleman, man. He was very soft-spoken, but when he did say things, they were of value and of heart.
Hopkins was 41 years old and was working at the county jail at the time of his death. The El Paso County Health Department determined his passing from COVID-19 was a direct result of his line of duty action.
Fort Carson is drawing attention to the issue of sexual assault and harassment in the military by educating its soldiers with a series of new events at the post.
They're honoring survivors of sexual assault by bringing more attention to the issue. KRDO News Channel 13's Jasmine Arenas has the story.
Special guest Edward Wilson, also known as Obi West, is an Army veteran. During his performance, he touched on several topics, including respect and consent.
Another thing about respect, and doing that, we have to do away with the ambiguity of respect.
Two very important things to understand in the fight against sexual assault. This is all part of Fort Carson's new training program for leaders and soldiers to reinforce education and awareness on sexual assault this month.
When those things happen, a sexual assault in our formations, it erodes trust, right? It also, destroys the cohesion within teams, right, in our units. And so we want to make sure that by being able to provide that education awareness, it's able to, again, reinstate that trust and cohesion with our teams.
To honor survivors and victims, the installation will showcase teal shoes and displays all over their campus, with their stories of sexual assault attached to the display.
Well, one of them right behind me, and so there's several of them is the "What are you wearing?" And so that's to dispel myths, right? When we talk about, somebody was wearing something and that was what caused them to be assaulted, and that is not the case, right?
For Joey Honeycutt, the Garrison Senior of Religious Affairs non-commissioned officer at Fort Carson, he has seen victims at their most vulnerable moments.
Given my position with the chaplain, I've seen it before. It's not common, but I have had to intervene and help soldiers get the help they need when there's been sexual harassment or sexual assault in the past.
According to the Department of Defense annual report on sexual assault in the military, for fiscal year 2019, more than 6,000 sexual assault reports involved service members victims. Given the tragedy of last year's event with Vanessa Guillen's death, the installation understands more than ever the importance of acting now.
That was KRDO News Channel 13's Jasmine Arenas. The president's pricey infrastructure plan is worrying lawmakers from both parties. Coming up, how Biden is trying to sell the $1 trillion deal.
But first, 5 people killed, one of them a 9-year-old. Another mass shooting devastates an American community.
Okay, sorry, okay.
Han? Did you put the sidewalk salt out last night like Storm Tracker 13 said?
We're all about giving our customers new and exciting ways to get skin in the game, but also want to make sure they're doing so responsibly with our safer play tools. When it comes to betting, it's more fun when it's for fun.
Did you get your tax refund? At American Furniture Warehouse, we have great deals going on now at our tax refund event. We have some of the biggest brands in sleep like Serta, Sealy, Simmons, and Nectar. Even better, with our in-stock selection, you can take it home today or have it delivered with our Platinum Delivery Service. Plus, we have a huge variety of bedroom sets to complete your space and make your night's rest even better. Come into one of our many American Furniture Warehouse locations or check out our amazing prices at afw.com.
I got hurt in a car wreck, and I see all these lawyers on TV, but how do I choose?
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call me right now.
I chose Hoyser & Hoyser, and they got me over $200,000 for my case.
It's just that easy.
Hi, I'm Candy. I'm the owner of Echo Salon and Monument, and we are members of Peak Med. We decided to partner with Peak Med because it's an affordable way to provide a benefit for our team.
I have really enjoyed how inexpensive it has been for me too. My average appointment after getting medication has cost about $2, which has been amazing. I have used it so much. It has more than paid for itself. I'm so happy to have it. It's one of my favorite benefits.
I'm Annie Flynn Ray Bello. Had too many husbands, picked up too many names.
She's an advocate.
Yet another mass casualty shooting, this time in Southern California. 4 left dead inside an office building, including 1 young boy. ABC's Romina Puga has the details.
A 9-year-old boy is among 4 people killed last night in a shooting at an office building in Orange, California.
Back up!
A 5th victim is in critical condition at a hospital. That woman is believed to be the young boy's mother.
It appears that a little boy died in his mother's arms as she was trying to save him.
The gunman, identified as 44-year-old Aminadab Gasiola Gonzalez, suffered a gunshot wound and is in critical condition.
This appears to be an isolated incident, and we believe everyone knew each other, whether through a business or personal relationship.
Police arrived at the 2-story structure around 5:30 p.m. as shots were being fired.
10 gunshots. The cops are running.
The gunman had locked the courtyard gate behind him and opened fire into the windows of the building. Officers forced entry and located the suspect.
Then the police came, and then I heard a few more gunshots go off, and then there was like a lot.
Police say they found a semi-automatic handgun and a backpack containing pepper spray, handcuffs, and ammunition, which they believe belonged to the suspect. The violence in Orange is the nation's 3rd mass shooting in just over 2 weeks, coming on the heels of the 8 people being shot and killed in multiple spa locations around Atlanta and 10 people killed in a grocery store in Boulder, Colorado. President Biden has received criticism from his own party and gun rights groups for not focusing enough on the gun violence epidemic. Romina Puga, ABC News, Los Angeles.
After a tough senior year of high school, one Palmer Ridge student can now look forward to college.
And she won't even have to worry about tuition. Find out why in today's School Buzz.
We are basking in sunshine across southern Colorado. Temperatures slightly above average, 60s and 70s. Believe it or not, it gets even warmer for the weekend. We'll have all those details coming up next.
If your family is like mine, you're finding everything is just a little more challenging these days. And that's why Academy Kids can help save your day. Make sure you schedule your dental and vision appointments at the same time, at the same place. Call today.
Dirt, dust, and other debris can turn your air ducts into a breeding ground for allergens. Coit's technicians are specially trained and certified with the best guarantee in the business. Clean as new. That's the Coit commitment to you. Call 1-800-FOR-COIT today and get 40% off.
People are always finding ways to save money.
I learned to cut hair.
Fortunately, Xfinity makes saving easy and way less awkward. Because when you have Xfinity Internet and Ad Mobile, you can save up to $300 a year on wireless. 2 great products, 1 great value. Saving made easy. Can your internet do that? This place can fix it. Thanks.
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and you could save up to $300 a year. Switch today.
This Friday and Saturday only, it's the 2-day sale at Furniture Row. And that means the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. You'll also find huge markdowns store-wide, like the Cristo panel bed, now only $2.99. Get the 5-piece pepper dining set for only $3.99. And save big on the mainstay sofa, now just $5.99. Check out the Summit Firm for only $199.99. Plus 5 years, no interest, and free shipping. But don't wait. The 2-day sale at Furniture Row ends Saturday the 3rd.
I'm attorney Frank Azar, the strong arm. The insurance companies are not on your side, but I am.
When Frank calls, they know it's serious. He got me $118,000.
Call me now, Frank Azar, or go to fdazar.com.
During the COVID pandemic, safety has been our #1 priority at Academy Kids Dental, Vision, and Orthodontics. That's because vision issues and unchecked dental conditions can lead to much bigger problems later on. Don't delay these important visits for your children. Schedule today.
Storm Tracker 13 is sponsored by Budget Blinds. Budget Blinds is here to help you with the best in custom blinds, shades, and shutters. Now offering free virtual design consultations.
Welcome back to a check on a beautiful day here across Colorado. Here's the view of blue skies from Coors Field on opening day. The American flag just blowing in the wind. And, you know, someone said today, maybe we should petition to make Colorado the Sunshine State. And before I moved here, I did hear that it is sunny, you know, a vast majority of the time.
I think 300 days of sun, something like that a year, right?
Yeah, we'll have to ask our local expert on that.
If you have solar panels, that's for sure. Storm Tracker 13 Chief Meteorologist Mary Matthews joins us now with our opening day forecast and what's ahead for the rest of the week.
Yeah, sunshine has been a nice touch. You know, you have to go pretty far east into parts of New England and the Great Lakes to find any moisture. The front that gave us just the moisture on Tuesday and the colder temperatures is now pushing off the eastern seaboard and just still giving some lake effect snow across parts of northeastern Ohio and western New York as those winds wrap back around that low pressure center coming out of the northwest. Otherwise, we are trending under dry conditions all across the Midwest. A little bit of rain scooting up from parts of the desert southwest right now. That will be moving into areas into Utah over the next several hours. Here we remain dry. Wind speeds right now are fairly breezy in parts of southern Taylor County and Colorado Springs, but could be a lot worse out there today, especially considering that we do have that ongoing grass fire that we were just reporting on just south of Fillmore and north and east of Mesa Road there. So estimations around 22 miles per hour, but that's likely an off and on gust that's coming through those areas west of I-25. We'll continue with winds out of the south overnight tonight. You'll notice that through Thursday and the remainder of Thursday, we continue with those south winds across the region. On Friday, temperatures in the 60s and 70s, so we are going to be a little bit cooler for some locations tomorrow, but most areas along and east of I-25 will continue into the upper 70s for Friday. 74 in Springfield, 72 in Trinidad, and 67 there for Alamosa, so trending above average for this time of year, but nonetheless nice and pleasant. 75 in Fountain, 67 up in Monument, 70 in Calhoun, and 64 in Woodland Park. We get a little bit warmer into Saturday, steady highs in the 70s to near 80 degrees. Got to say, I don't remember an Easter in the last 7 to 8 years, where we've not only not had snow, but had these above average temperatures. So it's going to be a bit of a nice change, although moisture is always needed and welcomed here across the state. Here's a quick peek at your Easter Sunday. Temperatures starting off in the 40s in the morning time frame. Then we're well into the 70s after 2 o'clock, dropping into low 50s by 8 p.m. So it is going to be very nice and comfortable through the day. If you have outdoor plans, certainly keep those plans. You can't ask for better weather, especially if you got the kiddos out and about doing a little Easter egg hunting. Temperatures will start to level off by late next week, mainly mid to late next week, but not by much. We're still looking at very low chances for precipitation, which is a little worrisome. You know, we dry out very quickly here in Colorado, being a semi-arid climate. But overall, we have had a decent March and now the first official day of April. Still hope we can get some moisture on the 7-day forecast and hope those chances do improve next week. But right now, it is not looking overly promising. But enjoy the next several days. We do have a little bit of cloud cover across the area for tomorrow due to that low pressure center that's going to be pushing across the Intermountain West. But the track of that system is not going to yield any moisture reaching the surface, just really more so increasing the clouds in the sky. And then we've got plenty of sunshine heading into the weekend. Don't forget, you can always stay informed. You can download our Storm Tracker 13 weather app, and we'll continue to keep you posted there. Back to you guys.
All right, Mary, thanks. Colorado natives may be familiar with the Boettcher Scholarship. It's an extremely competitive scholarship given out to just 42 Colorado high school seniors every year.
It gives them an all-expensive paid education to any Colorado university. For today's School Buzz, Good Morning Colorado's Josh Helmuth found one happy senior who's now part of that very exclusive group.
I'd like to introduce you to Riley Jones. She is a senior at Palmer Ridge High School, and she has won and accepted the scholarship to go to CSU or CSU to study engineering and leadership. Riley says, quote, "I cannot express how grateful I am to Palmer Ridge and the D38 staff for everything they've done to guide me through this crazy process of college scholarship applications. And I'm humbled to be able to represent our amazing Monument community. Also, I'm thankful for the support from my awesome parents. Love you, Mom and Dad." Boettcher scholars are selected for their academics, outstanding character, service, leadership within their schools and communities. So you can see why it takes a really special student to win this scholarship. Riley, you seem like quite the kid. Now, if you have a remarkable student, teacher, or happening at your school, tell me about it. Email us, schoolbuzz@krdo.com.
Congratulations, Riley. A Colorado-based airline hopes to take off on the stock market. Will its opening day value go sky high?
And next, a cancer survivor can walk again, all thanks to a pair of Denver doctors and a new procedure.
Attention insurance companies. We know you try everything under the sun to not pay on insurance claims, but McDivitt has put you on notice. We will compel you to treat our clients fairly, even if that means taking you to court. We are trial lawyers. We forced countless large corporate insurance companies to pay hundreds of millions of dollars owed to our clients. Nobody pushes us aside. McDivitt Law Firm, always ready to do whatever it takes for our clients.
You can get your Storm Tracker 13 forecast on the radio at My 99.9, today's best variety.
Elegant lighting can bring out the best in any room. It's jewelry for the home. You'll find the perfect lamp or fixture to accent your home style at Home Lighting at 319 North Tejon in downtown Colorado Springs.
Cracked stucco? Call Confident Coatings today. 761-5052. Give your stucco new life. Repair cracks, damaged texture, update and refresh your stucco's color. Plus, it's totally waterproof with a 10-year warranty. We're also your local house painting leader, Confident Coatings. The highest quality products, workmanship, and a 10-year warranty on all work.
Hi, I'm Bart. And I'm Pat. We're Confident Coatings and Exteriors. Give us a call today at 719-761-5052 or visit us at confidentcoatings.com.
At Batteries Plus, we power family road trips. We power bedtime stories. We power our local hospitals. We power connections with friends. We do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives. How powerful is that?
At At Home Lighting, their diverse collection of lighting options features modern, rustic, and timeless pieces to highlight any decor. There's no place like Home Lighting at 319 North Tejon in downtown Colorado Springs.
A woman from South Dakota is thrilled to be walking again and without pain.
And she credits 2 Denver doctors for repairing her badly damaged pelvis. Denver reporter Kathy Walsh explains how they used screws, cement, and a cutting-edge procedure.
Looking good. And Norma Kramer is feeling good, too. She took a lap around the orthopedic floor of Presbyterian St. Luke's Medical Center.
Look at her go.
This was one day after surgery to repair her pelvis.
The pelvis collapsed completely on Thanksgiving Day.
72-year-old Norma lives near Nemo, South Dakota. She's a busy woman, a pilot, a weaver. But uterine cancer and radiation treatment 10 years ago caused permanent damage to her pelvic bones.
They looked rotted, like they were just sort of falling apart. I couldn't walk.
Norma searched for relief with no solution. Then she was referred to orthopedic oncologist Dr. Daniel Lerman and interventional radiologist Dr. Tony Brown.
Her treatment has caused the bone in her pelvis to be eaten away and eroded.
We had to stabilize the entire right side of her pelvis.
The two have pioneered an innovative, minimally invasive procedure. Through 4 small incisions and using high-tech imaging, they reconstructed Norma's right pelvis using 4 orthopedic screws and bone cement.
This works because it's collaborative.
I would expect this to last indefinitely.
I just feel fantastic.
Norma says her pain has gone from a 7 to a 1. She's on her feet instead of in assisted living.
And all of a sudden now it's like I'm a kid again.
Delighted that she found amazing doctors in Denver.
Look at her go. Good for her. The Springs might be Olympic City, USA. It's also the Tree City. Coming up, the origins of the Colorado Springs tradition to plant hundreds every year.
Plus, Johnson & Johnson falls behind on vaccine doses. Why millions had to be thrown out.
13 Investigates exposed a shortfall in the number of vaccines being distributed to El Paso County.
After our special report on the issue, CSPD even mentioning our coverage in the presentation this week.
Potential changes are happening at the state level after 13 Investigates revealed your personal privacy is up for sale for millions of dollars.
Your station, KRDO, bringing these things to light. You shut down 2 of the organization already.
If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions and tell you what your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina along with spokesman Rob. So Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now. We're going to answer all of your questions and we'll let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. You heard it, folks at home. Pick up the phone, call now.
Knock, knock. Wondering what's next? When an inexperienced or out-of-town roofer is after your insurance money? Who knows? That's because starting a roofing business is easy. Keeping loyal customers storm after storm, that takes integrity. If you choose the wrong roofer, the damage can extend beyond the storm. Cornerstone Roofing is an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor. We've earned the trust of Southern Colorado. Let us earn yours at Cornerstone Roofing, where integrity is the cornerstone of our business.
Start your summer now. The City of Colorado Springs has something for everyone. Don't delay. Register today for youth t-ball, baseball, and softball summer leagues or sports-specific camps. Stay cool inside Sertich Ice Center or enroll your kids in a 7-week day camp at the community centers. Adults can sign up to play basketball, flag football, sand volleyball, kickball, and softball. Plus, Therapeutic Recreation offers activities for youth and adults with disabilities. Need more? Visit coloradosprings.gov. Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Services, where Colorado Springs comes to play.
Hi folks, we're back and we're here to remind you if you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to tell you how much money you can get for your accident and how quickly. Hello, I'm Gina along with spokesperson Rob. Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now and we'll let you know how much money you can get for your accident.
Thanks, Rob. Call now.
You're watching KRDO News Channel 13, where the news comes first. News Channel 13 at 4 continues at 4:30.
And thanks for staying with News Channel 13 at 4 o'clock. I'm Bart Bedsole.
And I'm Lauren Barnes.
We begin at 4:30 with our breaking news and the latest on that grass fire near the VA clinic in Colorado Springs. Broke out about an hour and a half ago.
We checked in with KRDO News Channel 13's Chase Golightly at the top of the hour at 4 o'clock. Chase, we want to go back out to you now to find out if those conditions have changed at all since then.
Lauren, Bart, it looks like Colorado Springs firefighters gained the upper hand. Smoke not even visible at this point, which we could have seen just 30 minutes ago. It was just beyond this ridge right over here. CSFD telling us about an hour ago that the fire was just over 2 acres in size and started just before 3 o'clock in this area right over here. They did have to send out 5 brush trucks and 3 fire engines here to the scene, but thankfully the brush fire was nowhere near any structures. So that is one piece of good news, and the other piece is that it looks like they have finally gained the upper hand of this. They said that the fire was moving pretty slowly, even with the wind that we're experiencing right now. The only thing that we're waiting for to find out if this fire is fully contained and also what exactly caused it. Just people in the area told us that this area right here is a popular place for outdoor recreation like mountain biking. They also said it is a popular place for homeless encampments right here in this area. A possible idea of what exactly caused this fire, but again, we're still waiting for confirmation from the Colorado Springs Fire Department on exactly what started this, but again, it looks like they gained the upper hand with no visible smoke in this area. We'll be sure to keep you updated as we learn more. Reporting live in Colorado Springs, Chase Golightly, KRDO News Channel 13.